What's up, everybody? It's D's Roy. I got a reaction. I'm about to react another one with Candace Owens. You know, talking with the OnlyFans girls in it and whatever podcast. You know, we watched the first one not too long ago right here. Probably gonna do it the next week or two. So this one, it's about call out a childless women who shames women or mothers. Ooh, so let's see what they talking about in it now, man. Let's go straight into it. All right.
Wine nights.
It's 10:45 a.m. on a Saturday. I'm 29 and single, and I don't have kids yet. Here's what your Saturday morning looks like when you're single at 29 and you don't have a kid running around the house. I didn't rise from my bed until 10:15. Every time I thought, I should probably get up and do something. I thought, why? Nobody's making me. I'm not missing out on anything. I went to Beyonce last night, and I didn't get home until 1 a.m. And I danced and drank my little heart out, and I didn't pay a babysitter to watch my kids as I did that. And I woke up a tad hungover this morning, which is probably why I was in bed for so long. And I was just scrolling on my phone and I saw a picture of shakshuka and I thought, you know what sounds really good? Maybe I'm gonna learn how to make shakshuka today because I have no plans and I don't have kids and I don't have a husband and I don't have errands to run. I can go to the grocery store and learn how to make shakshuka. So that's on my agenda today. Also on my agenda, probably a rewatch of some Real Housewives of New York. I'm also doing a rewatch of Normal People on Hulu, which is really spicy and I highly recommend. Weirdly, I'm into this documentary on Netflix about blue zone countries, so I've got a pretty stacked day. Anyway, I say all this to say, whenever I'm hard on myself about why I'm not married and I don't have kids and I should be further along at 29, almost 30, I wouldn't want to do anything else this Saturday. And I know that you can do all these things when you have kids and you're married, and I understand, but the effortlessness and ease of my life, just kind of focusing on myself and the shakshuka I want to make or the Beyonce concert I want to go to, really pays off when I'm hard on myself for not being where society tells me I should be in life.
I thought it was
Hey, that means that she's not happy that she's by herself. She's by herself. Oh, that I feel bad for her. Think about it. Psych, I don't. Man, cool. She stop it. What she said right there. She's lying. She's not happy. She's like, oh, I could do anything, get up really early. Who wants to get up early? Oh, right there. To be honest, though, when I get up on the weekends, I know you're supposed to get up. It's your day off. Do whatever you're doing. But why, man? You get up like, oh, I'm going to do something else early. Like, oh, man, hit the gym, do something, do anything, do something that's in your day. Oh, my goodness. All right, let's go.
It's going to be really her going, shot.
So, why do you guys think that this video went kind of crazy viral, and what's the analysis here?
I mean, it went crazy viral because Matt Walsh tweeted it. Let's be real. That would have just gone into the ethosphere on TikTok and no one would have talked about it had he not picked that up and tweeted it.
Well, I don't know if Matt Walsh was the first
he
person.
Was.
Oh, was
yeah.
he really? Okay,
yeah.
I didn't know that.
But I guess what's interesting to me is that this woman has actually even said, you know, she gives herself a hard time. She wants to be married. She wants to have children. So I don't think that it's right to demonize her and act like she's going to have a depressing life.
How can you get married when you just doing nothing on the weekdays and do anything like that? It's like I want to do everything for me. I mean, I understand it's you got to do your things, but do something else, you know? Like, damn, just do nothing every day and you're just 29, about to be 30. Dude, we're too young. Like me, we're the same age right there. It's too young for doing nothing. There's a lot of things to do, even though you had no kids or you have a boyfriend or whatever. Do something, man. Oh, I'm about to watch something then.
When she just hasn't found the right person, because clearly she wants those things and she's trying to make herself feel better and other people in that community feel better about not being that far along. Because like you said, you wanted people to settle down with the right person, take their time, figure out if that's the right person. So just because she's 29, you're saying that it's too late for her and she's going to be doing Xanax and drinking wine at night because she hasn't reached that point yet?
I didn't say that. That's not what my tweet said. That's not what my
You
tweet
said the future.
Yeah,
right.
Because she's obviously a narcissist, right? So
why
the
would you
issue
think
first
that?
and foremost, let's not pretend this is one video that she made. It's her brand on TikTok. It's her brand on social media. She talks about these are this community known as dinks, we're happy and we're childless. She talks about how great it is to be childless. So she has developed she's a social media influencer that talks about childlessness. So let's not pretend this is one woman making a video who just said, oh, I had a great Saturday. There's absolutely no reason, if you had a great Saturday at 29 years old and you learned to make shashuka and you slept in at 11 until 11:15 or 10:15, whatever she said, that you need to bring up children. There's absolutely no reason. You just say, here's what I did today. I laid in all day. I did this. I did that. The fact that she has to correlate it to saying, and this somehow makes me better than people that have children, is the problem. She started, she literally goes on to talk about not having children. It wasn't necessary in this video. So it's not like people are just shaming single women on the internet. You could go on right now and talk about what you've done all day, and there's no reason to bring up, but having a child or not. She's actually doing the shaming, and now we're trying to pretend that she's the victim. She's not. She has a brand where she talks about childlessness, and she talks about leaning into selfishness and all the things that are amazing about not having children. Again, this is not the first video that she's produced. So the reason why, and if you're a man watching this, don't marry this woman. She's telling you she's selfish. She's telling you she's a narcissist. Everything she says is about me, 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 me. Even if you're single, you don't have to make your whole day revolve around you. You don't have to. You can get up in the morning. You can go help others. You can do other things. You can say, now that I have free time as a single woman, I can go dedicate time to the church. I can sing. I can do this. I can help people find God. That particular woman that you just looked at is a selfish bitch, and men should not marry her. That's my person.
Oh snap! Look at they mad. She like, no, all right there. Wasn't that mad? No. I disagree. How do you disagree? I just disagree. Well, I bet you they're gonna have no points when they're gonna debate too.
Personal opinion.
You wanted to come in really quick.
Yes, I wanted to answer your question real quick as to, you said why it went viral. I think it went viral because it's like nowadays it's like relatable in our day and age. You know what I mean? Like 22, 23 years old. I don't know how old this girl is, but like
she just said 29,
29 or whatever, but in my day and age, like it's relatable to be like, haha, we don't got kids, like
I'm going on a Dunkin' run.
I'll do a Dunkin' run.
I will also go on a Dunkin' run.
Let's go.
Like, quote unquote, fuck them kids. You know what I mean? It's like,
I'm glad you're admitting that.
It's like that.
I'm glad
like,
you're admitting that.
It's like a term that people use, you know what I mean? And it's like, it's just relatable.
It's
like, that's why it gets so many views, is what, to answer your question.
I think that's really honest of you to say that.
You wanted to come in? Go
Fuck
ahead.
them kids.
Yeah.
No, I said
I'm
quote
just
unquote.
gonna.
They're like, oh my goodness, but okay, so you don't want to do anything on your days off or something right there. So she just, her point just, guys, what's your point? What's their point? Yeah,
That's what they say.
Yeah, but you're admitting that she's starting the fight. You're looking
And
at
it's a
people that
trend,
are moms.
that are trending.
I don't when I'm with my kids.
Right.
I don't post videos.
You agree with her with her point and what she just said. That's what.
And
So
say
what the
F
heck?
them single chicks with no kids.
Right.
She did the baiting, okay, and we responded. That's it.
I don't know.
Like it's a
The
new
first
trend
thing I was
type
gonna
thing.
say.
Hold on, let's just let Essie go ahead.
The first thing I noticed about the video was that she was putting people with kids down. It'd be fine if she was just talking about how her day was and wording it differently, but it seemed like almost immediately from the beginning of the video that she was belittling people with kids, which I think is like the part of the problem.
Pixie, go ahead.
Yeah, no, I think this is like up to interpretation, because personally when I saw that video, my interpretation was like, oh, she's putting herself down because she's saying like, oh, you know, when I tell myself why am I not further along in life, you know, it's okay because at least I'm enjoying these things. So I could definitely see, like, depending on how you're looking at it or if you have further context, why you would think she's putting kids down. But when I saw that video by itself, I was thinking like people are kind of going a little bit overboard in the sense that she says she's being harsh on herself. She doesn't have children, and these are just the things that have made her happy today. And I don't think that by itself, without additional context, is inherently wrong.
Anybody else? Tara, did
Yeah.
I say it right this time?
Yeah.
Oh, it wasn't that bad. Those are the ones right there. I guess they agree. I guess Yeah, because that girl, she's just saying me, my thing. Ooh, I don't have no kids, so I could do what the f I want to. That kind of mentality she has. Like I could do what I want. I could take a shit and open the door, have to close it. I could do this and this. You know what I'm saying? Damn.
I mean, I don't know
Basically,
the
is what you're
background
saying.
of what other types of content and messaging she
single.
puts out, but just from that video alone, I don't think to me, I never got the impression she was shaming people that women that were married, had kids. It felt like she felt bad that she wasn't already there, and she was just trying to be optimistic about it. And so I think it sounded more like her content was about making women who are childless and not married yet and are approaching the end of their reproductive years to like look on the bright side. But I really, and all my friends know I'm like so eager and ready for like marriage and kids. But I really honestly just didn't get that impression from that video alone that she was in any way.
So when she was talking about, I got to go to a Beyonce concert and I didn't have to pay for a babysitter. You don't think that was belittling?
That's the way she said it too, huh? She's like, oh, I don't have to do anything. I just had to myself. I don't have to think about extra stuff like that. And it's awesome. That's the way she said it was just like that. I'm so awesome because some. Like, dude.
It was selfish of her to say that.
Yeah,
she's
but
being
selfish,
and she
was
that.
being rude. And if it was flipped and a conservative woman with children said the opposite of that to single women,
it would blow up.
It would blow up, and they would say, "How rude of you! Why are you even mentioning single women? Just say you had a good day with your kids. That's fine. If I said I woke up, went to the park with my kids, did that, okay." Chill. Why are you correlating it to children? It doesn't make any sense. So, and like I said, she's produced more content, so that the context is important. She's leaned into this as a brand and as an influencer. So, then you're going to expect the people that influence people to have families to respond. Matt Walsh being among them, me being among them, and I would like to again warn men against marrying a woman who holds those sorts of perspectives, because she's ultimately just selfish. Like I said, you can have a day and you can be single. You don't have to dedicate your whole day to me, narcissist, me, here's what I did for me. It's just not a woman that you want to marry, full stop. For leaving the kids totally separate from it. I wouldn't marry a woman like that.
Go ahead.
And all I'm saying is like, it's sad.
All right.
But it's crazy that like it's a trend. You know what I mean? Like that's why they're getting so many views on TikTok or Instagram or whatever they're posting these things on. It's like it's a trend. Yeah. And it's crazy.
Just a show of hands, who here wants to have kids one day?
More, yeah. It's my third, but
Besides Candace, does anyone here have kids?
I do.
You got kids? How many? You got?
I have a son. He's 21.
Okay, gotcha.
Oh yeah, see me. I told her right there. She does like older though, right there, and she's on OnlyFans. She's man, I could do so. Nah, just let it go, D. Just let it go. Don't say that about it.
And I'm good.
Okay.
But one thing I noticed,
got
a
4
trend,
titties when
like,
she's
I agree that it's a trend.
40 years old, 4
and
titties,
she's doing that to brand herself and go viral and get a lot of attention and maybe monetize that. When I talk with other girls and they're younger, and I'll say, "Are you married? Are you planning on having children?" Sometimes that's a hot button for them, and it's maybe perhaps these kind of trends are like it's a rebellious thing, because sometimes it's expected for people to get married out of the gate and have children and that kind of traditional lifestyle. If it's an expectation that parents have that they put on their children, and younger generations aren't having it, especially these days when it's so hard it's so expensive, people are having to work a lot, that's just one thing I've noticed. A little pushback on that question, even when I ask it. And I love children.
Gotcha. And I don't recall if you had a response to Candace or...
I mean, I was just going to say the opposite content does exist, and I would say that it's more prevalent, and usually there's more of it than there is the opposite. And whatever community she wants to represent, I think that somebody that is single, and obviously, like I said, she closed out the video saying, I know that women that are married and have children can do all of these things as well, but this is what makes me feel better because I'm not that far along. And I think if she's giving comfort and solace to women that want to be in that position and aren't quite there yet, whether you took it that way or not, I think that that's okay.
I don't think anything that she did in there was meant to be charitable. It was all about her. So, I mean, just a different interpretation, but I'm just happy that you were honest and admitted that it is becoming trendy to put down women. Yeah, but by the way, speaking to what you were saying about it being an act of rebellion, I used to be a feminist. If you had found me, you're 22, right? Found me at 22, I would have probably had the same perspectives as you about family. It is something different, and you will realize that when it's someone that's 29 years old and saying that, it's not the same intention. It's not, I'm young, I'm free, I'm wild, and I think I'm going to live forever. What she's doing is something different, and Also, just recently today, actually, Emma Ratajkowski came out with a quote about, I think getting divorced before you're 30 is chic. That's something else. And that a woman at 22, a woman at 29 saying something that is appropriate when you're at 21 or 22, it's a little different. And she knew what she was doing. It was intentional. And like I said, if you look into her content, this is not some innocent woman that was posting just to boost herself up on the internet. She's trying to get clicks. She's trying to get views. Right. And she got them.
Damn. Yep. I agree. She did that right there, just like that. Woo, man, this is getting interesting the whole time. See, there's going to be a lot of them still there. So, you know, I want to understand both sides. But to me, her opinion just cooked it. And even though most of them, they did agree, though. So I have to say that for real. They did agree. But the one girl right there, you know, well, there's two of them that's watching titties everywhere like that, trying to say, yeah, like she's trying to have a debate, but she's not. It's like her side is actually having Candace's side, but she's like going 50-50, but she's like, I have your opinion, but it doesn't make no sense. So yeah, so hey man, let's keep watching all these. Let's see what's up. If it gets more popping, more aggressive with these debates. Ooh, interesting, man. Interesting. All right, man. Like, subscribe, show love. All right, peace.